today for a 10th birthday party like no other. We are Music in Secondary Schools Trust, and this is not an evening to be missed. A celebration of a decade of creativity, positivity, and lives transformed by this. The magic of music. Tonight, we toast to all that has been achieved and the many thousands that have joined us on this journey. Here's to the joy of playing an instrument for the very first time. And here's to friendship and togetherness and making music with those that we love. And here's to resilience and perseverance when times get tough. And here is to aspirations, to all of us who have aimed for the stars and achieved more than we could have ever hoped for. Sometimes, all it takes is a dream, one dream, any dream.
Music makes me feel myself.
Enthusiastic.
Motivated.
Confident.
Happy.
Calming.
Inspiring.
Happy.
Proud.
Excited.
Relaxed.
Positive.
Happy.
Inspired.
Proud.
Relaxed.
Motivated.
Determined.
Relaxed.
Peaceful.
Euphoric.
Joyful.
Happy. Expressive. Confident.
Escape.
And calm. Makes me feel like I can just be myself.
Massively boosted my confidence, and I've fallen in love with my instrument, which is the trumpet.
It just makes me dive into music more.
It made me feel quite musically educated.
Made me feel like I'm part of a family.
Makes you have more independence.
Made me feel more confident.
I never would have learned how to play the tuba or the bass guitar.
It's taught me to be patient.
Collaboration and coordination.
The impact that the MiSST music program has had on me is that it's really fun.
It's made me feel more comfortable talking to people I don't know.
More self-controlled.
It's made me feel like I can create music without a teacher's help.
Whenever I'm listening to a song, I can tell like what instrument is being played.
It's very relaxing, more focused.
It taught me how to play different instruments that I normally wouldn't be able to play.
It makes me feel more confident.
I've become closer with people who I wasn't really friends with before. Teaching me this new skill on how to read music.
It channels my creativeness when it comes to challenging myself.
Made me manage my time more.
If you're stressed, you make more mistakes, but music helps me calm down, so I make less mistakes.
I can express myself in many ways through music.
As a musician, I've become more well-rounded.
I think it's really improved my mental state because music is a great way to express yourself.
It's made me more confident since I have performed in the South Bank Hall.
And like for the past 2 years, it's made my life really happy.
They'll help me achieve my dreams because when I go to college and university, if I can make it there, I'd like to continue learning the cello.
Since in the future I want to go into a music-related career, it would look great on my personal state.
Like I could do entertainment, play for my family.
And when I get older, I could definitely pursue a musical career.
It gives me really good communication skills and a way of getting an inner well-being.
I've always wanted to be a singer and have something to do with music.
It's about making sure that I'm doing whatever I can be to be the best of my potential.
My dream is to be a musician, and all the help I'm getting from MiSST will help me achieve my dreams.
I want to be famous, so it could help me because I'm more motivated to be a musician now.
When I'm older, I want to write music, so the fact that we get to do lots of that in class and I get to play lots of music.
Well, hopefully when I'm older I can be in a famous band and make lots of music that people would enjoy one day.
It's given me more confidence to be able to go up in front of people.
I can get a career in music.
It helped me learn collaborating skills with other people doing music.
It also helps make connections and make friends with other people.
This will help me achieve my dreams in the future because it's taught me not to back down from any hard challenges I face.
Sometimes people, they have really bad mental health, and a way to help that is to express different ways. Sometimes they draw, sometimes they play music, so I think music might be mine.
In the future, I want to become a music producer, and I'm sure that will help me.
Even playing in an orchestra helps me get different experiences with different people, and I can learn how to play and read different types of music.
It's taught me to stick with things even if I can't do it at first. It really pushes you to do more because you want to achieve more. With music, you can't move on to the next piece until you've done the first, or the next note until you've started the piece. It's an amazing program, and it's really helped me understand it and explore music.
It's way better than YouTube tutorials, that's for sure.
Good evening. We are really looking forward to performing for you in the MiSST Together Orchestra, which is all the MiSST schools playing together. We have only been playing since September, but we are really excited to show you how far we have come.
everybody, don't worry, I'm not going to start singing. First off, thank you so much for all being such a supportive audience already this evening. The next piece that we're going to play is going to involve a little bit of audience participation. So I've got 3 levels of body percussion, and body percussion is just percussive sounds that you make on your body. I've got 3 different levels of body percussion, and helpfully I've also got 3 different levels of audience members in the room. But I want to teach you all each different level first. On the screen, just to give you a bit of context, all of our over 10,000 students that we've got on the music, on the Andrew Lloyd-Webber programme, they all learn music through the Kadai rhythm method. So those of you in the room that might know about it, it's got the rhythm methods above the music. I was going to go into it a bit today, but we've not got time for that, I'm afraid. So we've also got notation, but we've also got phrases, and I think that's probably the funnest way to learn it today. So I'd really, really love it if you could repeat back after me. The first rhythm's going to sound like this. Rest, welcome to the 10th anniversary. I realise I'm saying anniversary really, really strangely, but that's how it fits with the rhythm. So can we all try saying that rhythm all together? Here we go, ready? 1, 2, here we go. Rest, welcome to the 10th anniversary. Amazing. Right, you've all got the job. So we're gonna graduate now. We're gonna use our body percussion. So can you all please put your hands like this? Let's pray it works. So this time, instead of just saying it, we're also gonna clap. I'm gonna also just right, here we go, ready? And can we do this in our rest? Can you see where the squiggles are? Those are just rest. So do this when you've got a squiggle, do these when you've got the 2 things together. Right, here we go, ready? 1, 2, here we go. Rest. That was really good. Let's do it 2 more times. Here we go. Rest. That's fantastic. I'd love it if you could also do it above your heads. That'll look even better. Right, here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Rest. Excellent. Really, really fantastic, guys. Well done. In the MiSST world as well, whenever we have something quite, not that that was straightforward, you guys did that really fantastically, but in MiSST land, we like to say that we're going to go up a level of spice. So let's imagine that that was lemon and herb. We're now going to go to the mild level, and I'm sure you're going to agree with this sentiment. The next rhythm sounds like this. These kids are the best. These kids are the best. And again, these kids are the best. Amazing. Can everyone just click with me? Fantastic. Can everybody now wave at me? And do this with your other hand. And can you tap like that? Amazing. Whichever sound is most comfortable for you, please do that. I just want it to sound like a different pitch to the clapping. So let's give that a go. Ready? Here we go. I'm going to opt with the clicks just because I'm feeling like a clicking mood at the moment. Right, here we go. Let's try that 4 times, and let's also try it above our heads. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. 3 more times. 2 more times. Last time. Amazing, fantastic. Right, we're ready for the extra hot, or possibly the Carolina Reaper level of spice now. I want you to repeat back after me and try and see if you can get, it doesn't have to be the same pitch as me, it just needs to be different pitches. So it goes like this. I am having a blast, here we go. Now, I am having a blast. Fantastic. Can you do this with your hand on your chest? The higher pitch is going to be on our chest, our lower pitch is going to be stamps. People in the raised things stamp so much that there's a danger that it might fall down. Right, here we go. Not really. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. I am a blast. 3 more times. Here we go. And 2 more times. And last time. Amazing. Right, I've taught you every single rhythm that we need for this piece. I'm going to ask the orchestra to join in as well. So can I have bottom level here? I'm not sure of the proper words for it, I'm afraid. But you guys down here, you're going to be team brass. So should we just practice that with our team brass? So these are our rest. Welcome to that one. Right, ready, brass? Ready, audience? Hands go. 1, 2, here we go. Rest. Rest. Welcome to the... Here's the last time. Yeah, really, really fantastic. That one has a slight tendency to rush, so I want you to make sure that you're listening out. No offense. Listen out for Francis on the congas. He's going to keep us in time. So can we just try that one more time? Brass and lower level. Let's just keep it a bit more chill, a bit heavier. Ready? Here we go. Francis, start us off. Ready, brass and audience. Rest. Nice and heavy. Rest. Here's the last time. Excellent. Bottom level, lock that in. That was amazing. Fantastic. We're going to go on to the next level now. Middle level. Are you ready for your spicier level? You guys are my clickers or my tappers with the woodwinds. So can we have Francis, let's start us off. And woodwinds, are we ready? Yeah? Cool, Francis, ready? 1, here, woodwinds, go. Here we go, audience. And stop, fantastic. I just want to move on because I think we're ready to put it all together nearly. So the final level is, actually, can I just show off how the violins have been doing that body percussion, because I think it's a really, really cool technique that they actually came up with themselves. So beginner strings, we ready? So with our body percussion, ready, here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Amazing. So can I put that together now with the top level? So I've got level 1, level 2 and level 3. Here we go, ready? Francis, start us off. 1, 2, Francis, go. Ready, strings, here we go. Top level, here we go. Louder stamps, please. That was really good. And let's stop there. Amazing. Right, we're going to layer it all up now. So, orchestra is going to go Francis, brass, and this level. Then the woodwinds, then that level, then the strings, and that level. Okay, right, here we go. So, get ready, I'll bring you in. Francis, are we ready? 1, 2, Francis, go. 1, 2, brass and audience. Brass. Right, you can all... Yeah. Fantastic. Right, you've all got the job. You can all join my orchestra. When I would like you to join in, I will turn around to face you. We'll keep going for a while. I'd love it if we just introduce just this level first, and then that level, and then the top level. When my back turns back to the audience, you've not done anything wrong, but we're just going to move on to the next section. So I'll invite you to stop doing your body percussion at that point. But really, really fantastic. We're going to move on to our second piece now. Yeah, hope you enjoy.
it's a really great way to, I feel, to express myself, and expressing myself through music is something that I don't really get to do in any other areas or activities that I do. I think MiSST is really great for that, for expressing myself.
I like singing because it's a relaxing thing to do aside from schoolwork.
Music is the first piece of media that I ever saw when I was younger, so I think I've just been drawn to music throughout my whole life, and I think joining MiSST it's given me opportunities that I didn't think I would have.
Because I like singing, like if you do 3 hours of it on a Saturday, then like it kind of helps, and it's very nice to like express yourself.
I like singing because it's very fun and thrilling for me.
I like the opportunities that I get to sing a whole bunch of different styles of music and just kind of socialise with people here.
I like singing because it has helped me find myself and what path I want to take where I want to be in when I'm older.
I like singing because it makes me a bit more enthusiastic and confident with my abilities.
I find that singing helps me to get away from all the stress in life, and it also helps me focus.
I like singing because it just helps boost my confidence, and it's just really fun to do.
I find singing here fun because it lets me connect, and then also I learn songs that I never thought I would learn, and it's in place where I can get more excited and confident.
One of my favourite parts about MiSST is the togetherness of when we're singing. I love how the harmonies sound when they all come together, and like how wonderful it is to be, whether you're doing the main melody or one of the backing vocals, just listening to everything go together so nicely.
Some words they can't
Favourite film soundtrack, I think, would have to be Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wes Anderson's Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I like the Avengers movies a lot.
I love Cool Runnings, right? And just every song in that is just incredible.
The thing that comes to mind is Gladiator.
So it's definitely going to be nice to come back for the 10-year anniversary concert to see everyone again.
I don't think I would have made it this far without a MiSST.
School would have been an entirely different experience, probably not for the better.
It's very heartwarming to see that MiSST has achieved so much over these 10 years, and just very grateful that I was a part of the organisation to receive so much support.
I was into a bit of music, into sports, but I mean, I would never have imagined where things may have panned out.
You know, music is one of those things in life that can be so life-affirming.
In the future, I'd still want to be playing flute, but for me, composition, maybe specifically for films, that'd be great as a job in the future.
I am a zoology student at the University of Glasgow, and I still do music. I came to Glasgow because of the music. I mean, if I said to myself 3 years ago, you're going to be mixing and mastering 2 EPs at once, I wouldn't have imagined it, but now it's incredible.
I am a physics student at Oxford, and I was previously a student at Highbury Grove.
MiSST is doing a lot for people like me. So when I was in school, not having that worry of the sort of financial worries in terms of, I have this exam coming up, and then, my instrument is broken, what do I do? And so MiSST is very good in terms of giving support in that sense.
Like half of the people I know doing physics have played an instrument before, which is really interesting, because they were wondering how I got involved with music, and yeah, I just told them that literally everyone in my school picked up an instrument, and I think they all found it really interesting, because lots of them would have that play instruments would have had to make the choice themselves, or maybe their parents would have got them to do it. But the fact that everyone has the opportunity open to you straight away means so many more people that probably wouldn't have had the chance to do it can go down that path.
My dad, who was a single parent, he raised me and my brother. We, lived in pretty sort of poor conditions for lots of parts of our lives. We were sort of on free school meals, and he instilled in me that, with hard work, focusing on your education, you can do whatever you want. And I think maybe he initially regretted it when I decided I want to really pursue music, which was not what he quite had in mind. Yeah, when the opportunity to learn an instrument was presented to me, I absolutely grabbed onto it, because it wasn't something I ever thought I'd be able to do. My dad would not have been able to afford any lessons for me, or yet alone buy an instrument.
It was such a good time as well. I mean, the fact that I could come to school and just do a whole day of music, I mean, I found that personally so uplifting and so encouraging.
There was leadership training. I did 3 counts of leadership training where we went and climbed mountains, and that was really surreal, because you're at the top of the mountain surrounded by people you're meant to be in orchestra with. And we were all standing there being we joined an orchestra and now we're on the top of a mountain. How do those 2 things correlate? But apparently they do. There's
valuable things that I've learned, such as teamwork and the importance of staying committed and dedicated towards a goal.
Okay, I could release music and it could go out to millions of people, but I'm in a room with maybe 4 or 5 students, and I know that by doing what I'm doing, helping them, it's allowing them to, in a way, breathe easier. It's allowing them to, do what they want to do and do what they love to do. And I think for me, I'm just that's incredible. And then eventually got to go to one of the best universities in the world to study music, which was an unbelievable experience, something I'm so proud of still. I had a really interesting career sort of teaching, working at MiSST, and now I'm a policy advisor at the Department for Education, which, I mean, sometimes looking back, this would have been a dream for my 10-year-old self. To see now the kind of impact of MiSST building into all of these different schools and all of these different students from different schools in the Saturday school, and you're meeting people
like-minded people who really like music from all of these different places. I think it's incredible, honestly.
I'm just proud of the amount of work and amount of achievement that MiSST has had over the years, and just hope that there is more to come, many more to come in terms of support and work, and yeah, I'm just very grateful.
Thank you, MiSST, for giving me the chance to gain a talent that I didn't think I would have.
I think it's just a great opportunity because, like, in everything, you want everyone to have the opportunity to do what they want, really, and just the more paths you can have open for people, because there could be loads of people who would have like really enjoyed music but didn't have the opportunities.
You know, this would have been a dream for my 10-year-old self, and hopefully I can be an example for lots of other young people that you know, don't feel limited by your background, because you can really do anything you want to.
From someone of my heritage, I'm African, and music is a very big part of that culture, so I was kind of born into it, I guess. And then I was introduced to the viola when I was 11, so when I joined Highbury Grove in Year 7. I progressed really quickly, actually, once I moved into that MiSST program. During some lockdown lessons in music, compositions and composing in general was a norm. It was an inbuilt norm that I developed during lockdown in order to kind of keep myself sane, keep myself going, because of that change in what was the normal beforehand.
It was a few months after I joined. They said there is this conducting lesson. And then I was like, I mean, I was pretty good at leadership skills and like being confident and speaking and everything. And I was like, sure, maybe I just try it. And I went there and we had like this practice sessions every Saturday after our main rehearsal. It was really great.
I listen to music doing everything now. I listen to music when I cook, when I bake, when I'm doing exercise, when I'm reading. I have a little ambient soundtrack in the background. I put everything I learned in that into my style. So in one music lesson, one random music lesson, my music teacher brought up the idea or brought up the fact that there was a composition competition. I remember in that lesson, I was like, I could enter this competition. Maybe, I don't know. I sent it off and I forgot that I entered it. I forgot I entered the competition until I got the email to confirm that my piece had been shortlisted. And by that point, I was in my new college. I was living life in my free period, doing nothing. I didn't revise in that free period, I should have. But I was in that free period at break. I looked at my phone and I saw that it had been shortlisted. And I was like, what is this? When was this? Oh, that I entered in like 3 months ago. And I forgot about it, and I was shortlisted. And then they said it would be judged by Lloyd-Webber. I was like, oh, like I said oh twice. It was like, oh, and then oh, that one, yeah. And yeah, that was a shock. That was a shock for sure. And to hear that I'd won it months afterwards was even more of a shock.
You have to really feel what the music is telling you, what the piece is telling you, so you can then transfer that into the orchestra, and then they can transfer that to the audience. And I think it's really important, even your facial expressions, your gestures, it has to like really show and present what the piece is trying to tell the audience.
It's called The March Towards the Light, because yeah, it's just the story, the journey of, I guess, a warrior-esque type individual venturing through hardships and sadness, but being able to always be on top at the end of it.
As I conducted, I can see that each phrasing is like developing through the end of the piece, and then it's like really powerfully showing that as the whole tutti, like the whole instruments come together for the end of the piece, how powerful it can get. And so I think it's really showing the power of music.
Hi everyone, it's Nikki Benedetti here. I'm so unbelievably sorry not to be with you for this incredible moment, but I do want to share just a few words about the MiSST programme. They are an absolute beacon in the world of music education for so many reasons, not only how the organisation is structured, but the quality of work, the seriousness around dedication to collective music making, and simply the level that so many of these young people are able to play, and majority of the teaching is done in groups. It's incredibly challenging to create that environment that has the support of the community, raising the funds, making sure you have the infrastructure in place. There are challenge after challenge to really keep a music program going, never mind have the type of growth and reach that the MiSST program has had over the last 10 years. I've heard and met and taught and chatted with many of the musicians from the MiSST program, and also seen many of their graduates, as it were, go on to be not only wonderful musicians but just incredible human beings. So I just want to say a celebration, say congratulations. I want to say from the bottom of my heart, this is a programme worth supporting, and we must continue to support it into the future. Thank you so much.
Our final act, our very own message of hope, peace, and unity. The magic of Beethoven, that he would write such a perfect ode to all things that are wondrous in this world, am I right? And 2 centuries later, just as relevant as ever. But the message is clear. This gift is for all the world. So, bright sparks of divinity, join in our song of praise.
Give evening, friends. Thank you so much for celebrating our 10th birthday with us this evening. It is truly heartwarming to see a theatre full of support for our young people. I'm Rachel Landon, the incredibly proud CEO of MiSST, and I'm sure you will agree the musicians have been phenomenal this evening, a credit to their schools, their families, their carers, and to themselves. So, now on to another exciting part of the evening for our young people, Musician of the Year. Each year we give an award for a musician that has embodied the spirit of MiSST. As this is a very special anniversary year, we actually have 3 winners. All 3 winners have been dedicated to music in their schools and the MiSST Music Academy. All 3 have embraced all opportunities that have come their way. They have shown kindness, consideration, a collaborative spirit, and leadership qualities that have helped their peers to develop. We would like to present each winner with a bursary to be used in the support of their education moving forward. Our 3 musicians of the year, and if you'd like to come up and collect your award, are Rain Spiegel-Johnson from Whitehall School, Francis from Frederick Primary School, and last but not least this year is Vincent Stevenson from Beacon High School. So, 5 years ago, at our anniversary concert, nearly 4,000 children were a part of the MiSST programme, and it was our dream to reach 10,000 children by the time we were 10 years old. Well, we're 10 years old, and this coming September, we will have reached over 20,000 children. For 10 years now, dreams have been born, pursued and realised. And for the children in our partner schools, I hope that MiSST has helped and is helping to inspire your dreams, whatever they may be. Like our young musicians have demonstrated this evening, anything is possible with the right infrastructure in place, the right strategic plan, with heaps of passion, drive and determination, and of course support. We believe in the power of the Andrew Lloyd-Webber programme to transform children's lives and to support state schools with music provision. We believe it is unfair for children's opportunities to be dependent upon which school that they go to, their parents' financial position, or their own backgrounds. Music should be the beating heart in schools, filling corridors with sound and joy. All children should be exposed to a high-quality, varied curriculum, with the arts being as important as other subjects. Children should have the same opportunities, and schools with disadvantaged intakes should be supported in their drive and relentless hard work to ensure that every child can have the same opportunities as any other. It is from our years working with state schools with disadvantaged intakes that we see how amazing state education can be, with the right leadership and staff who are passionate about giving their pupils an entitlement to high quality education and closing that disadvantage gap. What started out in one school in Islington all those years ago and spread across London is now nationwide. The last 4 years have seen MiSST partner with schools in Warwickshire, Oldham, Middlesbrough, Yorkshire, Bournemouth, Cumbria, Dorset, Bolton, Lincolnshire, and this will only continue to increase. With a waiting list of over 80 schools, we will make it our mission to get to them and to build progressive pathways like our MiSST Music Academy in London to ensure that children in our partner schools can continue to flourish beyond the Andrew Lloyd-Webber programme. Our alumni, seen this evening, embody all that MiSST works so hard for, and I would like to thank them all for joining us again to play once more. You will always be a part of the MiSST family. Some of our alumni themselves have spoken to you tonight about the impact of the programme upon their lives and how it is important for other children to have this opportunity. They thanked us for our support, but we could never have done this, nor could we continue without the support of very generous people, trusts, foundations, councils and organisations. I would like to thank our co-founders, Truda White and Andrew Wolfson. Truda was head teacher at Highbury Grove School when she had the foresight and courage to introduce classical music to the curriculum. A chance meeting with Andrew provided the funding to start. With their continued unwavering support for MiSST, their vision to better the lives of young people through music education had become a reality. Thank you also to our wonderful trustees, Andrew Wolfson, Lady Lloyd-Webber, Daniel Peltz and Kanneh-Mason, for your drive, wisdom and unwavering support. You're a large reason we are where we are today, and I thank you for your true kindness and belief in our mission to support schools and pupils. To Andrew Lloyd-Webber, our friend, who has championed us from the start, thank you for all of your support and for all that you are doing for the arts and education. You are an inspiration in so many ways, and we cannot thank you enough for supporting us so passionately. Without the Andrew Lloyd-Webber Foundation and all at the Really Useful Group, the Charles Wolfson Charitable Trust and the Dame Alice Owen Foundation, we simply would never have reached where we are today. The consistent funding and belief has allowed schools to be continuously supported, and that is what is needed in education today. It allows schools to make a real and deep impact over time. Thank you to the other foundations such as the Horn Foundation, trusts and councils and individuals who donate to our cause, because we are so very grateful to you, and I hope you can see how impactful your generosity has and will be to the young people and the schools that they are in. Nothing would happen if we didn't have head teachers and governors that understand the vision of MiSST. And I want to take this opportunity to thank them. The success of the programme depends on the implementation and how it is driven in a school. So I would like to thank head teachers at our schools for your amazing work and dedication to make this a reality for your children. For the heads of music, music teachers, the technicians, the music instructors that do all the hard work, it is you we need to thank, and I respect you all for the service you do for young children. A big thank you to our special friends today, the Kanneh-Masons and Jess Gillam, who performed with the children, making many memories for them. Thank you. Thank you also to the parents and carers in the audience who support their children with practice, from those early squeaky violins and deafening trumpets playing in your homes to the inspirational performances you hear tonight. The MiSST team for your absolute unwavering dedication to our mission, and for making this concert and everything we do excellent for the right reasons. I'm so very proud of you, and thank you. And lastly, to our amazing children on stage tonight, we are also very proud of you also. Your hard work, your creativity, talent, enthusiasm inspires us to continue our mission of providing access for music education for all. You have represented the other 20,000 children impeccably, and don't forget you can achieve anything you put your mind to, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And of course, if you would like to help us further in reaching more children, you please do donate using your pledge cards tonight and also through our website. I hope you enjoy this final piece. It's a special one, Any Dream Will Do. And I am very excited to welcome Andrew Lloyd-Webber and Jason Donovan to the stage. Thank you both. Take it away, MiSST.
Now, I happened to hear about what was going on with Highbury Grove School, and I went there and I saw something which was absolutely extraordinary. So just to remind ourselves what that was, it wasn't necessarily about turning kids into incredible musicians, although we've seen tonight that this program can turn kids into incredible musicians. But it was about turning them and using music as something that could be something that brought everybody together. And one of the most moving moments I ever had in my entire career was hearing so many children just singing the Mozart Ave Verum. Music brought everybody together. And what I think no government has ever understood is that the very, very small amount of money that could be put into musical education will do an enormous amount for our kids. What it will do is that it doesn't matter from where you come, what your background is, whatever. What it does is that it just brings something that empowers you, that is not necessarily from your own background. It's not necessarily, well, one of the brilliant things was to give everybody a free violin when they arrived in the school. Now, just think about that. That means that every kid who arrived in that school had something that maybe they had never owned before. Maybe they hadn't owned anything like even before, and they were proud of it. And it wasn't about turning them into musicians, it was turning them into people who had a real responsibility to each other. So you start playing in an orchestra, you have to think, don't you, of your next door neighbor. You know, that's what it's about. So the cheapest thing, the easiest thing that any government could do in any country in the world, and they are not doing it, is to support music in schools. And now, I and my brothers in the audience tonight, Julian and I had the luck that we went to the Royal College of Music on Saturday schools when we weren't going to watch Leyton Orient, by the way, champions, but that's another issue. But the point was it was free, and it's vital that music is part of our school's education. At this point, I will try and do Any Dream Will Do.